Hello everybody, and welcome back to Stuff of Interest. And by Stuff of Interest, I mean, welcome back to the Mindcrack Fan Server LP of this guy that dressed up as Link. This time, thankfully, I am not Steve. I refuse to be Steve. Seriously, Mojang, get your shit together. Fix your game. This is really glitchy. Because I swear, I log in, sometimes I'm Steve, and it's bullshit. Bullshit, I say. So, Jeff, fix your game, because Notch is no longer working on it. So, anyways, without further ado, there's something I want to show you. My nether portal. You saw it last time. It was a gas head. But now, it's starting to infect the world. Bit by bit. And it's starting to take over the real world. Ooh, or something. It's creepy as hell, but I love it. This is my design of my own choice for my nether portal. I wanted it to be basically the nether infecting the real world, and it's starting to affect what's going on. And this is what I like about it. It looks really nice. I did a transition between the real world and the nether. I think it looks pretty cool. Then, this is my storage unit currently. This is where I have all my stuff. I have my ender chest, all that stuff. And I also hooked up a redstone door, so. And I have my two kitties, Dragon and Sparks. Though, this guy over here decided to, when I was getting hit in the middle of the live stream, appeared out of nowhere and decided to try and protect me, even though cats don't attack. I still love him for that. Thank you, Dragon. And there's a switch to go both ways, but I'm going to have to work on that because if I'm inside and the door is shut from the outside, because Manny and I take from the same location, Oreo Weirdo, same thing, the door is going to be locked on the outside because this is constantly being powered. So I'm going to have to work out a kind of switch in order to work it out. Because, you know, as everybody knows, I am redstone illiterate. And Manny's friend, poor guy. So I'm sorry, Iron Golem, he locked you in this pen. Manny wants to convert him and just make him do all this stuff. Jeez. Welcome back. But, as you can see, my base is kind of now covered, and it's not that stupid frickin', what was it? Complete stone walls and whatever. Now it's just covered up by this giant hill that I tried to make natural. If anybody has an opinion, please tell me if it looks natural or not. I mean, to me it looks kind of natural, but when you have flat plains for, like, swamp biomes, it doesn't really work out so well. And I can just say my friend carved it down. But, what I have in store for you today is explaining to you what I will be doing in the future for this area. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about. So, since the update, it's been harder to get bookshelves. Because Mojang, instead of making one of the hardest recipes for decorating, make it easier, now we're going to make it harder for everyone. So, in order to make books, you need to take 3 pieces of paper and then add 1 letter to it. So they made the already hard book, like, you have to get sugarcane, which takes forever to make, and then they take, the reason why I'm not going downstairs is because that's the surprise. They take the sugarcane, that's hard, and then you have to wait for all that to grow. You have to take 3 of those reeds and blah 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 sugarcane reeds, combine them together, and then you get paper. And then you take that paper and then make it into a book. And then you take that books and make it into motherfucking bookshelves with 64, like, 3 blocks of bookshelves. It's like, ah. And then I add letter to the recipe, and now it's just even more harder. It's just like, really, Mojang, just make it easier. Stop making it harder. And then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you're going to need a specific wood color in order to make bookshelves. Ah, fuck off. Hello, person. Hello. But honestly, that's bullshit, and everybody knows it. So, what is my plan here? So, essentially, what I said to my friend is just joking around. Alright. So, I am the Dark Knight. I live in the cave, while he is Bruce Wayne and lives on the surface. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this place into my goddamn BatCave. My BatCave. And essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up a botany laboratory sort of crossbreed where I'm going to be utilizing not only the spider spawner in order to get the spider eyes, but I also have a skeleton spawner down on the 3rd level. And I'm going to be using this bastard right here. Now, because of the way this is and how it's set up, it's going to take a while in order to set it up as a skeleton trap. Because we tried setting up a skeleton trap, me and my friend. They, like, literally, it was a dragon trap. You know what happened? The bastards did not die. The bastards didn't die. They refused to die for whatever reason. They got all stuck up in a corner and were just hopping around. Now, I'm not sure if that's a result of survival multiplayer aspects or what. But all I know is, fuck this trap. Ugh. That's all you really need to know. So, essentially, most of this area, this part of the BatCave, per se, will be just the botany laboratory, or botany lab, or blah, I don't know. But for the most part, I have to carve out a huge area. So, instead of having the 2nd floor, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to carve it out and have openings to probably level 3. But other than that, this area is going to be carved out in order to make room for level 2. So, probably not going to do most of this on camera, but essentially that's what I want to do. Now, in hindsight, maybe I should have not, like, do this. I'm talking about maybe I should show more stuff that I build on camera, because the problem with most of my builds is, for the most part, I don't like showing them off on camera as a result of, not only is it tedious as hell sometimes, but at the same time it's just kind of like, it's kind of ridiculous, where I prefer not to show it on camera. As a result, it's just easier to deal with it off camera. So probably what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to carve out this right here. And I'll probably take down all these stairs since I'm basically removing the 2nd floor anyways. And I will make room for this entrance to go to wherever the fuck this will probably lead to. Which I will probably have a huge hub of where I go to have all of my supplies and stuff like that, where it actually looks like the fucking BatCave. So essentially, my base here is going to be the goddamn BatCave. The only thing missing from it is I need gadgets. But I'm also Link, so it'd be very strange. I don't know. Carving. Yeah, surprisingly, I don't know why this wall's here, but I think that was a result of just earlier what happened. So, I'm going to be carving most of this shit out, and I will be back after this. So, See you in probably like a few minutes. See ya! Okay, we're back. Whew. Alright, that didn't take too long. So, now that we have this area carved out, essentially my plan is, let's see what we want to do. Let's get a better vantage point from here. And what we're going to be doing is, over the next several days, we're going to be essentially carving out more of this area and trying to set up an area in which we can do... Why the hell does this thing keep appearing? Oh god, I have to check that out before that. Sorry, this thing's been bugging me. It's literally, there's been a squid for the past few days that's just been teleported inside here, but it's not solid. I don't know what causes it. Why? What beef do you have with me, you creature of the night? Monster of the unknown. Why do you bother me? Why? God, hate it. Man, let's just go back downstairs. So, essentially what I'm going to have to do is probably carve out more area as well, so I can get this place, because for some reason my OCD always kicks in when I'm building in Minecraft, and I'm just like, it has to be even. I can't have like this thick wall right here. It just pisses me off. I'm going to be like, I'm going to kill somebody. And this wall here I'll probably cut out. But essentially what I want to do is I want to make probably this floor down here. I'm going to have it where I'm going to have plants and stuff down here, and just kind of make it look sort of like a plant room, blah blah blah, where I'm going to have wheats, going to have melons, stuff like that. Stuff that I'm going to use for potions. And I'm going to use this as a means of, I can get free stuff, like I can get bone meal and make it a lot faster in order to do all that. While the upper level, I'm going to have kind of a potion lab, where I'm going to have several different types of potions and stuff like that. And I'm just going to start making potions, like over here, since that is a skeleton, not a skeleton spawner. That's a skeleton spawner, that's a spider spawner. Use that to create poison potions, stuff like that. And essentially, we're going to edit the crap out of this. Now, this, I'm probably going to end the episode really soon, and I didn't really talk about much, because I was just building. But there's a lot of planning that's involved, and a lot of stuff that I have to gather. I have to gather materials, I have to gather items, and I don't have all of that right now. So I'm going to come back once I have all these items, but it's going to take me a while. Also, I'm going to go into a recording session with my friend for another LP, so I will be back. But I won't leave you hanging. Or will I? No, I probably won't. Alright, so, what is stuff to talk about while I'm going to do some building right now as a result. So, what can I talk about that is somewhat interesting? As you always know, I always like to talk about stories that have always happened to me when I was younger and stuff like that. Oh, okay, yeah, and that's... No, yes, no, maybe so, maybe not. The hell, I thought I filled all the furnaces. Damn it, I guess I didn't. What the... I know I filled all the furnaces. Because I wouldn't leave this one just empty. What the hell? This thing's playing tricks on me. It's a ghost. One sec, I have to sleep in this bed anyways. Not because of the sunlight, because I think Oreo Weirdo actually broke my bed. Damn it. Okay, this is weird. Damn it, I didn't mean to price that. thing plays tricks on me. I'm watching you. Watching you. Ugh. That is strange. I mean, that wouldn't be the first time stuff has disappeared in this game. Like wolves. Jesus Christ. I've had so many wolves. Like, at one point I had... I think I had 3 wolves at a time just sitting there. And they all disappeared. It's just like, what? What the hell? I honestly... Wait. That was a bad cough. And it's coming back. Jesus Christ. I hate it when that happens. That's like the worst feeling ever. It's like you can't breathe. You have to cough. And it's just like... Jesus. I always hated that. It happened to me a lot when I was younger. Especially during, like, fall. I would used to get bronchitis. Ugh. That's such a bad memory for me. Like, when I was younger, what would happen to me for the most part is I would get bronchitis as a result of mold in the air, and that would usually cause my me to get very sick and me unable to breathe for some points or another, and just make me absolutely sick. I would just be like. And I could not do anything. It's just, my mom has always had, like, she never had allergic reaction to fall, but she's always had allergic reactions to basically pollens and stuff like that. And my parents assumed when I was younger, I would have the same kind of problems as they would. Now, my dad, on the other hand, he has no allergies and never has to deal with that. But for me, that seemed to subside as I got older. Like, it seemed less frequent and I didn't seem allergic to it as much. Though there are other things that I'm allergic to that are just as bad. Like, for example, I can never do drugs. Like you know, smoking drugs, I can't do any of that. And you're wondering, well, why can't you? I mean, you can choose to. Even if I were to choose to, it'd probably kill me. And you're like, well, there are some risks to drugs. Well, in my case, if I tried once, I'd probably die regardless. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, here's the thing. I'm allergic to smoke. Yes, of all things to be allergic to, I'm allergic to smoke. So, any drugs, like... doing anything like marijuana or something like that, or basically almost every single type of drug, would kill me because I'm allergic to it. It's just like, how the hell does that work? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Like, honestly, there are times when I breathe in just smoke from, what the hell is it? Cigarettes. And it almost, like, just, it cuts off my airways. I cannot stand it. And it just makes me so angry sometimes. Because, basically, my family, most of my family, on my dad's side of the family, are heavy smokers. So, when we go to family reunions, I hate being outside with my family sometimes. Because I'm just like, I'm gonna die. Literally, like, there are times I am with my siblings, one of my siblings, my sister, my oldest sister, she smokes, and I, like, when she's smoking, I try to stay away from her because I want to live. I want to live. But it's just like, I've always had this problem ever since I was a kid. And we figured out that that was the basically that's really my only allergic reaction I've ever had, is I'm allergic to smoke. So my body literally rejects anything that is unhealthy. Like, it is very strange because I am a martial artist and I keep in shape. I usually have a body that's like very strong, very healthy. But it cannot stand smoke. I cannot eat extremely fatty foods. I hate the taste of alcohol. I'm 20, and I have never drunken any alcohol or beer. Like, I've had sips or tastes of it, and I'm like, oh my god, this tastes like shit. Like, literally. And people are going to say, like, it's an acquired taste to it. I'm like, that may be true, but for me, I will probably never acquire a taste for alcohol. And it's just like, ugh, I've always had a bad palate when it comes to stuff like that. My body has always been natural to reject stuff like that. I've never been drunk. I've never done any drugs. I'm basically a model citizen as a result of my body hates certain things. It's just like, you know, being a model citizen is cool and all. Because, you know, you want to be allergic to everything and not be able to try stuff. It's just like, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I wouldn't be the kind of person that would abuse this stuff, but at the same time, you never really get to try it. So it's kind of strange. Just, goddamn washing machine. Shut up. Okay, it's done. Ugh. That's a problem with being in the basement sometimes. You're right next to a washing machine and you don't realize it's going off until it does. Ugh. But yeah. So, tell me your opinions. I'm going to end the video now. Tell me your opinions on what I should do here. And what do you think would be the benefits? What do you think I should put here? What should I carve out? How's my BatCave coming along? Tell me your opinions on stuff. And also, thank y'all for watching. Sometimes I'm very tired and I need to do more stuff, which I will. But as always, thank y'all for watching. See you guys next time. I promise I'll do more stuff. Till then, see you next time.